All right, giving all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rafah Kodash.
double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS. All right, salutations to all our fellow laborers, our Akim, who are doing this work in truth and sincerity, putting their lives on the line to do so. All right, and to the hopeful elect and the Akwak that are listening and learning, she would say Shalom. We're just going to kind of continue on the vibration we were when we were over at the main camp. How Germany seems like it's taking the lead against this in this new confederacy against America that's coming from Europe now. All right, how the house divided now. All right, you want to finish that article, brother?
Yeah, I'm going to start.
Okay,
This is an article.
Daniel 2 and 4.
It says Germany wants Europe to form a counterweight to the U.S. The German foreign minister has said it was high time that Europe reassessed its partnership with the United States. He advocated an EU payment system independent of the U.S. in order to save the nuclear deal with Iran.
Right, so like I said, they put more of importance on Iran than America. And then every nation that said that in the past, America has demonized and gone to war with, right? Drop bombs on them and call them terrorists, right?
Stupid ass movies.
You know, and then make movies and lie about it, right? All right, so yeah, that's another thing that America will create false history, give a fake scenario where they committed the crime and the act of terrorism, and then they'll make a movie about it, about how they defended and took revenge on somebody who never did shit.
And glorious bastards.
Right, you know, it's like, come on, man. But nevertheless, hold on, brother, real quick. What you have to remember though is that there were never any weapons of mass destruction found. All right, so everybody knows that now, which means that that was a complete lie about Saddam Hussein. But what was the real reason that we went after Saddam Hussein? The real reason was that Saddam Hussein was trying to do exactly what Germany just stated. All right, go into another currency to deal with all the nations around them, man. All right, with those so-called Middle Eastern and North African countries, they were trying to use they were trying to create a new gold-backed currency, and America's not having that. Anything that was threatening the greenback, those people were demonized and destroyed. And then years later, they did the same thing to Gaddafi, and they killed him in the streets like a dog, man. Right? I mean, they literally drugged the man through the streets, beat on him, snatched chunks of his hair out, and then shot him in the chest in the middle of the damn street, man. All right? And they killed his sons.
You see the articles when they was making up shit.
Of course, they've been doing it all along. Hey, you know, saying that this man who's winning a war, who's getting his land back, decided to drop chemicals on his own people. Right? And he's winning. All right? So ever since the Russians went over there to intervene, you know, it's been a problem because none of the facts, none of the math is there. And Esau can't have that.
No.
All right? So read.
Let me get over the article.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing on the article.
Hold that scripture on that too.
Okay. It says German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas has said that Europe should form a counterweight to the United States whenever Washington crosses red lines.
Hey, Washington's already crossed the red lines, man. All right? You're truly seeing that prophecy in Daniel come to pass about the toes. You go ahead and grab it, bro. You know? And you know, because we didn't already went, hey, we got to go back and break down to you what the gold head was, what the silver arm and chest was, what the brass is, then hey, it's too late for you. We passed it. We down to the toes. You know, we got time to break that down. And you know what? Go back and watch old videos. All right?
Even Esau know what that is, man.
Exactly.
They know what that is.
Hey, you know what? The tripped out thing about that is, you know, Germany spearheading that whole thing during World War II. Germany and the U.S. was into it with each other.
Right. That's what I said over there. You know, all these nations that's with Germany were practically against them back then. All right, and then America's giving them a hard time over the years. I mean, they still hunt down Nazis and stuff like that.
Yeah, just like they had.
You know, right? But they want justice, but can't nobody else get justice.
Oh no, when it's our time, you can Native American Holocaust and how all these Edomites making books about it. I mean, of course they're making money off of it, like nothing. But you know, when it's time to talk about that, when it's time to talk about hardcore slavery, even to today, when Border Patrol picking off the so-called Mexicans, you can just forget about that. They going to snatch 94-year-old bitches by their wig, talking about their Nazi war criminals.
You were the Nazi war criminal. You kept the records, all this other shit.
Hey, what about the bitch who got Emmett Till killed?
Exactly.
What about that?
Yeah, when's she gonna get drugged through the streets?
Never.
So what?
But there go snatch that old Nazi bitch, talking about a Nazi war crime. There go snatch an old Nazi bitch that's 95 and a half years old, talking about she a war crime.
About to die anyway.
Yeah, but what about the bitch who killed Emmett Till?
Exactly. What about her? Okay, go ahead, brother.
This is Daniel 2:41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the miry clay.
Oh, no. All right, so go ahead.
All right, so this space is pretty much done. All right. The miry clay, I believe it's Ibadma, it means debt. All right. So this whole American system, this whole global system is built on debt. All right. Your whole American government, your Federal Reserve System, it just prints out debt. All right. The iron represents the military strength, man. All right, but what? The same thing happened in Rome. Rome had a strong military. They spread out thin, and then what? Over time, society collapsed and their economy.
They start getting hit with guerrilla warfare.
Done.
It was spread out too thin, man.
Done.
All right.
Done.
So Esau can't have it.
Yeah, so it's over with, man. All right. All this debt that America is accumulating, all these other countries, they're no longer upholding it.
That's right.
So what are they doing? They're dumping U.S. treasuries, they're dumping U.S. dollars on a massive scale. And at the same time of them dumping U.S. debts, at the same time of them dumping U.S. debt, dumping U.S. treasuries, they're buying up gold. All right, legal tender.
I just hold it up. It says this note is legal tender for what? All debts.
Debts.
Public and private. Then we got the back in the old money, which is what they killed Kennedy, and what the old money why they started the Federal Reserve back in the 30s.
Get rid of the silver standard.
Right, the gold standard at first.
Actually, 1913 when they started this.
They got rid of the gold standard.
Jekyll Island.
That's right. They got rid of the gold standard, and now they got rid of the silver certificate. At the front of this one, it says Federal Reserve note. You got car notes. You have bank notes. You have motorcycle notes. You have house notes. Those are reflective of debt. So all this right here is nothing good but for debt and doo-doo and boo-boo.
That's right.
Right? That's why they want everything credit-based, so they can do what? Control the people. And they want to get that RFID chip, the microchip, so that they can get all the finances to be on ones and zeros. Right. All right? So now they own all the money. They're super rich. Right. They can add a zero when they want to.
That's exactly.
And then they can shut yours down anytime.
And then they can be in total control of every transaction because everything is digital at that point. Exactly what you got, brother.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother.
And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the Egyptians. We're seeing Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. Right? Being representation of Esau. You're seeing Europe go against America now. Okay?
And every one against his neighbor. City against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
And we're going to see that too, because within all those respective kingdoms, you're going to see the citizens going to war against each other and their neighbors as well, man. Hey, because when everything shuts down, okay, and all these people come out, everybody come out of these buildings, all right, and they all come out of these buildings trying to go to this CVS, all right, and they go into that Starbucks, and they go into the all the little restaurants around the corner. How fast you think these places are going to empty out with food and supplies, man? All right, and people going to be fighting over those drugs in there too, man. All right? All right, you got a question, brother?
Yes, you were talking about the credit system. So how do we defend ourselves?
we can't. We wait on the Lord. The Lord is going. There is no defense against what's about to happen. Get our Revelation 2 and 10. All right. There is no defense against it, man. If the Lord is not with you on that day, you're screwed. All right.
That's right.
Okay.
You got to think about it.
I'm about to explain it through the scriptures.
Okay. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which you shall suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, a period of time.
And also get the Lord's Prayer about the hour of temptation.
Right. It says, be you faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life.
Right. So if some of us are going to be martyrs, and some of us are going to die. Period. There's no way around it, man.
Yes.
Some of us are going to die, but the Lord promises that those of us who die serving Him are going to be the first to get lifted up. And then there's some of us who are not going to be touched, who are going to live through us. That's in the scriptures too. You got that one?
I got it.
What you got?
Isaiah 33:6.
Okay, get it.
This is Isaiah, because once this system crashes,
That one, yeah,
all you got is the wisdom. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. And the
Wisdom and knowledge.
Okay, now what kind of wisdom? You think the Lord was talking about getting a PhD at John Marshall Law School? Or is he talking about the knowledge and wisdom of the scripture?
I have no idea.
Okay. Let me say this to you. I think it was Woodrow Wilson. I believe it was Woodrow Wilson. Who the president? This president said that the best education that any man can get was a thorough knowledge of the Bible.
That was Theodore Roosevelt.
It was Theodore Roosevelt. Salaki.
Woodrow Wilson.
There we go.
Now it was in the spirit though, because the one who declared the stuff about the debt and the money machine in 1913.
That was Woodrow Wilson. So I got it twisted.
That's why he brought it up.
So there we go.
It was
on my mind. Right. So he said that the best education that any person can get is a thorough knowledge of the Bible. Why? Because the Bible is the most accurate history book ever written, and
Even the scholarship.
and it breaks down who all the nations are today. Okay, so having a full understanding of it, you understand the prophecies of the things that are about to happen. All right, and the things that are happening daily in the news, overseas in Yemen, in Palestine, different parts of Europe. We've been saying this for years, and now they're happening just like we said it was.
Right.
It's happening just like you can go back and see us all on videos 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago saying the same thing, and now they're actually happening just like we said it. And we saw it back then. Now everybody sees it.
Right.
All right?
About wisdom. Matter of fact, it said wisdom is better than rubies on top. Right? It says Proverbs chapter 8, verse 10. Receive our instruction, not silver. Knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that make desire are not to be compared to it.
Right.
Money, fame, money, all that. What's the wisdom?
Having a big bank account,
That don't mean nothing.
it's because it's about all to be brought to naught in a minute, man.
right.
All right, you know.
There's another scripture that says, there is he that maketh himself rich, yet he is poor. And then it says, there's he that maketh himself poor, yet he is rich. It's not about finance. Paul said, he that was content. Give me that good what give me not riches, give me not poverty nor riches. Not give me poverty, but don't give me riches. Just give me enough for my day to day. Because we are already rich. We are Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian. We are the biblical Israelites by blood. So we are already rich. Our test right now is coming into the knowledge of the Most High and teaching the word of the Most High and condemning the world for all the wickedness in the world. Would you say this world is nice, all stuff pretty good, bad, or just horrible?
I think parts of it is horrible, parts of it is good, parts of it is in the middle.
The scriptures say this present evil world. We said it's all bad. Only good thing about this earth right now, only good thing about this planet right now is the men that you see right here. That's it. That's it. Because we're the ones actually doing the work of the Lord in truth and sincerity and in righteousness. Right? Teaching it directly and correctly. We could be out, this is Saturday, we could be out there in Soldier Field, we can be out there ripping and running the streets.
Following these girls up and down the street.
That's right.
But we're out here telling our people, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, that we're the biblical Israelites to repent, come back into the standard of the Most High, and we're warning the heathens, these other nations, that their place is going down.
Hey, those places are not even from there, so how does that impact?
Where are you from? Are you
I'm from Mali.
Are you from Mali? So look, let me tell you something. I knew it too. Look, you know there's a lot of Hebrew stuff left in Mali. I know there's a lot of Muslim influence in Mali, but there was a strong presence of the Hebrew Israelites, right? From Babylon to Timbuktu. That was one of the first places that the Israelites fled to, was West Africa. So they hit Mali before they got to the coast. So all those nations that built up along the Niger River, those were Israelites.
That's right.
And so right, and when they came to get the slaves that they took from North Africa, where did they get them from? West Africa.
That's right.
All right, so these Negroes that are these Negroes that are walking around in America, that's their home too. That's where they're really from. And so the people that are all of West Africa, the majority of them, they go back to Jerusalem. They're not from Africa. That's why they had a map in 1783 that was called Negro Land. All right, because there's a difference between a Hamite, a real African, and a Negro. They're not the same. Africans never call themselves Negroes. Matter of fact, do we have the Zondervan's dictionary?
Yep, we got somebody borrow. Hey, a real like African, they wouldn't even stand here and look to us. They wouldn't even talk to us. They walk past. They got that look.
Yeah, because they know in the ancient world that the Negroes in America will fight. Matter of fact, they teach an American food system. Oh, well, blacks were selling blacks. No, Africans, Hamites were selling you. They were selling Israelites. Both dark with different races. And they don't break that down. They're not the same people. The scripture clearly tells you there's a difference. Matter of fact, let's get into the scripture. Difference between, right, because they both were dark. They both had woolly hair, but they were two different races of people.
Yeah, there were wars.
But that very important part of the equation that I just shared with you is left out when they talk about slavery.
Mali music.
They'll say, no, Africans were selling Africans. No, that's a lie. Africans, Hamites, were selling